The most important thing that you're buying from the petrol station is mileage, not fuel. Good morning. This is your Monday 707, and today we're talking about serious business. We're talking about the difference between effort and results. Tune in. I'm just gonna jump straight into it. I was talking to someone and we were discussing about stuff. We said, we give it our best and all that. And I just want to tell you this straight off the bat. May you be delivered from the delusion of effort. Let me tell you something. We sometimes lie to ourselves, and we do this a lot, where we say, you give it your best shot. We hear that all the time. Don't worry, it doesn't matter as long as you give it your best, as long as you put your best foot forward. I'm here to debunk that myth a little bit, and I just want to tell you guys, effort doesn't cut it. In the real world, effort is not enough. Execution is the most important thing. Now I know we've got all these myths and we've got all those beliefs, but there are levels you get to where nobody cares how much effort you put in. Think about it. The most important things in life are gauged by results. They're not gauged by effort. How would you feel, for those of you who are working, if you're negotiating and you finish everything and then you tell them, they ask you how much salary do you want, you tell them what you want, and then they tell you, you know what, we don't know how much we're going to pay you, but we are going to give it our best. How would you feel? That negotiation is not over. You tell guys, no, you have to put a figure on the table. Why? Effort is not enough for your boss because you have to take something home. At the very highest levels, results are what matter. And one of the biggest things that we do to ourselves, that we sabotage ourselves, is we keep telling ourselves, you know what, as long as I give it my best. No, your best is not enough. What did you intend to do? You have to grow to a dimension where you ask yourself, what did I intend to do? This year, what was my intention? It must be something measurable and countable. It's like going to a petrol station. It's not enough to tell somebody wake at 2,000. Fuel keeps going up and down. The price of fuel keeps going up and down. The most important thing for you, and that's there these days in some fuel gauges, a car will tell you the fuel that's in here will take you 150 kilometers. That's the most important thing. So what you should actually be telling the fuel attendant is, work 100 kilometers. Not work 1,000, because the 1,000 at a price of 140 is very different from 1,000 at a price of 100. The most important thing that you're buying from the petrol station is mileage, not fuel. But life sometimes, we socialize our mediocrity many times, and we allow ourselves to measure our performance by effort. In the real world, parents, tell your children, in the real world, nobody cares how much effort you put in. The question is, do you have this degree or don't you have this degree? Do you have this year's experience or don't you have it? Are you able to do this task or are you not able to do it? If we keep bringing up our children and the people that we are mentoring by telling them that it's okay in the world as long as you put your best foot forward, let me tell you something, they will be overrun by the wrong people. They will be overrun by life because they don't have a strategy that is aimed at success. They have a strategy that is aimed at effort. Effort is only going to massage your ego. Guys, let me even talk to the Christians. We keep saying, you know what, God loves you as long as you just give your best. When Jesus was counting those talents, he gave a guy 1 talent, 2 talents, 5 talents. He didn't ask a guy, how hard did you work? He told the guy of 5 talents, put your talents on the table. What did you bring? The guy of 2 talents, put your talents on the table. What did you bring? So it's not about how hard you work. And I know you're working hard. I'm not talking down at you. I know you guys are working hard. I know you're giving it your best. But I just want to tell you today, in the real world, you will be gauged by what you brought to the table. So forget about your effort. If you really want transformation in your life, if you want to change from that house that you're living in to a different house, if you want to change your estate, if you want to add a zero to your salary, if you want to add a comma to your income, what will really matter is what you bring to the table. Learn to measure the effort that you give based on what result it was able to bring, not by how hard you worked. So guys, I know this is rough. And I know it's only Monday, but for somebody right now, you've been massaging your ego, you've been comforting yourself and telling yourself, I'm okay. You know, it's fine as long as I'm giving it my best. Let me tell you something. If you want to change from one social stratum to the next, if you want to change where you are, you have to gauge yourself based on the result that you bring. So I know you're working hard, but go deeper, go harder, measure the results that you're bringing to the table, and you'll start seeing your life changing day by day. You'll start seeing yourself being recognized. You get to the end, because what happens is you're going to get to the end of you, and then you ask yourself, okay, I've given it all that I've got. What am I doing wrong? Because at one point you're going to run out of daylight. You'll run out of hours in the day. There are only 24 hours in the day. So you can only work so hard. Those guys who are perpetuating this belief system of all you need to do is work hard, my friend, you only have 24 hours in a day. There is only so much you can do. So at one point you're going to run out of daytime. You're going to ask yourself, what am I doing wrong? And you change tact. So in Africa, especially in Kenya, if we don't change our mindset from saying it's okay as long as you give your best, we will never be able to reach the result that we want. You have to measure it. I have to measure it. So guys, let's go back to the drawing board. I know it's still early in 2022. Go back to the drawing board and ask yourself, what result do I want to get from this year? What result do I want to get from this education? What result do I want to get from this job? By whom, what, and by when? I wish I could give you another formula. I wish there was a different doctrine that I could give you, but I have to tell you the truth. Listen, the real good stuff in life is measurable. It's not about feelings. It's not about emotions. It's not about how you felt when you left the stage. The question is, did you perform? So this year, we are not playing games. This year, we are not just going to get motivated and feel good. No, that's not enough. This year, even being good is not enough. When we get to that place in that interview, we are only interested in one thing. Did you or did you not get the job? So this year we are going all in. I want you to write it down. Take your goals right now. Write them down and make them measurable. Don't have these goals that are just amorphous. You know, I want to be a better person. What is a better person? What is it that you want to achieve in this season? Set a timeline on it and make sure that you achieve it. Measure yourself by the result. Whatever pieces you have to move on the chessboard of your life, because your life is a chessboard, all right? And some of you right now, you're putting a lot of effort in one area, but if you just change the dynamics a bit, if you change your tact just a little bit, you will enter into a new dimension in your life. So I want you to look at your life and ask yourself, what pieces do I need to move? What is it? My time that I need to wake up differently? Is it my sleeping time is it my friends that need to change? Is it the books that I'm reading? Is it the route that I'm using to go home? Is it the homestead, the estate that I'm living? I don't know what it is, but there's some pieces you need to move on the chessboard of your life that will change the dynamics of the results that you're commanding. All right? So listen to me very closely. Effort is good. Effort is junior level. We passed that in 2020. We passed that in 2021. This is 2022. Let's not talk about effort anymore. This is championship level for you. And I don't want you to gauge it by how good you feel. I want you to gauge your life by what you intended to achieve. Effort is good, but it's overrated. Results are what pay the bills. All right. This is your Monday 707. Thank you for tuning in. See you next week. Cheers.